Like a lot of kids growing up in New England playing youth hockey, I dreamed about being on the Boston Bruins, wearing the black and gold in front of screaming fans. It was just a dream until it wasn't. There I was, a guest Bruin wearing number 12, alongside greats like O'Reilly, Linsman, Lemlin, and of course, Nifty himself, number 16, Rick Middleton. You're still playing.
Yeah. Why do you sound so surprised?
At age 65, the longtime New Hampshire resident helps run what is called the Bruins Alumni Games, like this one at the rinks at Exeter. Here, fans can mingle with the greats, and amateur skaters can go head-to-head with ex-Bruins who do this for fun and for charity.
Each year, we usually raise over $750,000 total for the 30 different charities.
You see, Rick Middleton was not only great on the ice, he's always been known as one of the nice guys. It's one of the reasons why in 2018 the Bruins retired his number in a special ceremony at the Garden.
I'm so proud to be included among the select group of great Boston Bruin players and to be one of only 11 Bruins to have his number retired in almost 100 years.
Watching the number 16 head into the rafters was a capstone on a hockey dream for a kid who grew up outside Toronto in the 1960s. The young talent was drafted into the NHL at just 19 years old.
I got drafted by the Rangers. Now I got to go to training camp and play against some of these guys I idolized. I had their hockey cards, 5 years earlier, and they were still playing in the league. It was really surreal, that first training camp.
When he got called out of the minors, his introduction into the NHL was a little rough.
Early January, I got a stick in the mouth, lost 4 teeth, 16 stitches, and a week later, I broke my ankle in Minnesota.
In 1978, Rick was traded to the Boston Bruins, where he earned the nickname Nifty for his puck handling skills and his ability to score lots of points.
I was power play, penalty killing, first minute, last minute, double shift, whenever you need me. I was playing 25, 30 minutes a game.
He played for 12 years in Boston, racking up 988 career points, 12 points shy of 1,000.
Number 16, Rick Middleton.
In 1988, at age 35, he retired, frustratingly close to that 1,000-point milestone, and also ready to try something new. That's when Rick got an offer that brought him to New Hampshire.
September of '89, I started working with C.B. Sullivan Company in Hooksett.
Longtime friend C.B. Sullivan ran a successful business distributing hair products.
I didn't know anything about that. I was a hockey player, and he wanted me to put out the first catalog in the business, the barbershops and men's shops. I thought, well, what a great learning experience, and maybe I'll try it out for a couple of years and see if I like it. And 21 years later, I was still there.
Rick had successfully gone from body checks to paychecks and eventually settled in Hampton with his 2 sons.
So I bought a condo right on the water in Hampton, thinking they'd turn into surfers. Well, neither one of them surf today. They turned into snowboarders.
Rick Middleton became a regular at charity events, even tried the Granite State pastime of skiing, all while maintaining ties with the old club.
I had Cam Neely on the cover of my catalog one year. My barber catalog, been mailed all over the country. Yeah, he agreed to take a picture when he was still playing, early 90s.
While selling hair products was an unexpected success for Rick, it wasn't the only one. In the early 2000s, he was asked to coach a failing USA sled hockey team for the 2002 Olympics. The result, not what anyone imagined.
It's probably one of the best
untold sports stories in our time, in recent history anyway.
Longtime friend Tom Moulton assisted Rick as they turned the Paralympic team into a success, culminating in the final shot of the final game.
I'd never been in a shootout in my life. They didn't have them when I played. 5-man shootout, went to the last shooter, and the guy hit the post and we won the gold medal.
I love my children, and that's probably the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. This is probably right behind it.
At age 65, I learned Nifty still has his famous skills. And Terry O'Reilly still drops the gloves, even if it's just for fun now. And for one day anyway, I got to be the new youngster on the Bruins, looking up to legends who may be a little older, but the only number they care about is on their back.
Terry O'Reilly's the only guy older than me on the team, so I'm keeping him around. He says we're going to retire at the same time.